If you've ever needed to move your Confluence knowledge base from one site to another, or you simply want to create a robust backup, exporting and importing Confluence Spaces is a skill you'll want in your toolkit. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know exactly how to export a space from one Confluence instance and import it into another, so you can keep your documentation organized and safe no matter what changes come your way. Let's get you feeling confident. Here's how it's all done. First things first, let's talk about exporting your space. Start by navigating to the Confluence space you want to export. At the top of the page near the space name, you'll notice three little dots, the ellipsis menu. Click on those dots and then select Space Settings. This is your central hub for controlling everything about your space, like the backstage area at a theater. We need to get into these settings so we have access to the special tools we'll need in a moment. Once you've opened Space Settings, look for a menu that mentions General or Content Tools. Depending on your version, the names might be slightly different. Find Export Space in that menu. This export function is key because it lets you create a snapshot of all your pages and content, almost like zipping up a digital suitcase. If you're struggling to locate it, don't worry, sometimes these options are tucked away, so just take a moment to scan the menus. Now you'll see a choice of formats, here, where it's important to pick the one that fits your end goal. If you're planning to bring this space into another Confluence instance, maybe you're migrating or consolidating your work, you'll want to choose the XML export. XML is the only format that supports full re-import and keeps your space structure and page history intact. If you just want something to read offline or share more casually, you might pick PDF or Word. Let's say you want to re-import, pick XML and click Next. For PDF and Word exports, you get a choice. Either include all pages or pick specific ones if you don't need everything. For XML or HTML, the export is typically an all-or-nothing deal, and it will bundle your space as a zip file. Think of this zip file like a neatly packed suitcase. Everything's organized for you, ready to move. Once you've confirmed what to export, Confluence will begin generating the export file. This process might take a few minutes, especially for larger spaces, so just hang tight. When the export is complete, you'll get a link to download your file. Make sure to save it somewhere you'll remember. Now let's switch gears to importing this space into another Confluence instance. For this step, you'll need administrative privileges on the destination site. If you don't have site administrator access, you won't be able to bring in the new content, so double-check this before you begin. Head to the new site and click the gear icon. This opens up your global admin settings. From there, look for Data Management. You'll see the Import Spaces option. Click on it. This is where you'll bring your exported space back to life. Now you'll usually be prompted to either select your exported file from your computer, or if you're coming from the cloud, you might use a direct link to that project zip. Pick the one that applies, select your file or link, and hit Import. The system will begin processing, and don't worry, larger spaces might take a while, especially if you have lots of attachments or pages. Once the import is complete, your space should appear on your new Confluence site, ready to go. Now you've successfully learned how to export and import Confluence Spaces. If this walkthrough helped you, please hit the like button, drop any questions in the comments. I'm always happy to help, and don't forget to subscribe for more step-by-step tutorials. See you in the next one.